Hello everyone and welcome to the part 2 of AWS Machine Learning Services Decision Guide. So this lecture will contain only two topics, not suitable for and key differentiators, and second, key points, confusion and service limitations. And there will be some slight repetition because I just want to provide more context where I am comparing that service for the parameters and with relates to other services. So first, not suitable for and key differentiators. So first service is Amazon SageMaker and the primary use cases are same as primary function, not suitable for and the key differentiator when to choose. So I'll focus more on not suitable for and the key differentiators. Then I will read out the use cases. So it is not suitable for simple tasks which can be solved by managed AI services. So managed AI services, you can just use the API. So primary use cases are same as I talked about. This is for end-to-end machine learning. You can build, train and deploy your models. You have custom models, you have MLOps, you have deep learning, generative AI development, no code ML and data preparation. So when to choose is it's a comprehensive platform. It covers full machine learning lifecycle with extensive tools. It includes auto ML through autopilot. There is a no code interface, which is offered by Canvas. This is a model hub, which is like jumpstart models and high control over the infrastructure. So next service is Amazon Recognition and it is not suitable for non-visual data analysis. So this is not for data analysis. Primary use cases are image and video analysis and it can detect objects, faces, text and it can do moderation, identity verification and detecting business specific objects and logos. So when to choose? When computer vision is the focus, pre-trained models for common computer vision tasks with easy to use API, and it supports training custom models for specific elements through custom labels. Next, we have Amazon Comprehend. Primary use cases are text analysis, entities, sentiment, key phrases, language, PII, syntax, topics, custom text classification, and named entity recognition. So it is not suitable for image or video analysis, deep conversational understanding or non-text data. And the key differentiators and when to choose are when you want natural language processing insights, pre-trained models for common NLP tasks, supports training custom models for specific categories or entities, focus on meaning versus extraction. Next service, Amazon Translate. It is not suitable for highly creative, nuanced literary translation, speech translation. So you can use transcribe plus translate for this particular speech translation. And the primary use case are real-time or batch text and document translation. So text-to-text translation or for website application localization. So key differentiators or when to choose is language breadth and supports many languages because it's very wide and it offers custom terminology and active custom translation for parallel. So it's called parallel data for domain adaptation. So this particular point is for when you want to, when there's audio plus translate is required, like speech to text, but we have to use transcribe first, but this is text to text model. Next, we have Amazon Transcribe. So primary use cases are audio video both, transcription, call center analytics, subtitling and medical dictation. This is not suitable for text analysis or analysis purpose. For that, you have to use Amazon Comprehend. Text to speech, use Poly. So there is a bit confusion. So they are separate services for these two tasks. And when to choose? For high accuracy, automatic speech recognition, converts audio to text. Features includes speaker diarization, like it will identify the speakers, channel separation and custom vocabulary. Next, we have Amazon Poly. Primary use cases are text to speech, voice interfaces, content narration, accessibility applications. This is not suitable for speech to text, which is the other way around. For that, you have to use transcribe and complex dialogue management. Use one more service like Lex. When to choose? When voice quality and variety are there, synthesize text into lifelike speech, offers neural as well as generative voices and long-form voices in many languages. Next service, Amazon Lex. So primary use cases are chatbots, voice assistants, interactive voice responses, IVR systems, and application bots. This is not suitable for complex, non-goal oriented chat tasks which require deep reasoning. So key differentiators or when to choose. When you have conversational AI requirements, you have to build conversational interfaces powered by Alexa technology. There's a visual builder and it integrates with Lambda and Amazon Connect. Next service, Amazon Kendra. So primary use cases are intelligence enterprise search, Q&A over documents, retrieval augmented generation for Gen AI apps, and FAQ matching. This is not suitable for general web search, translational database querying. So for that, use SQL DBs. And key differentiators and when to choose. Enterprise search focus. Optimized for natural language questions. So you just ask based on your natural language and it will fetch you answer from your enterprise data sources. Uses semantic search and connectors to various data sources. Next service, Amazon Personalize. So primary use cases are product or content recommendations, personalized marketing campaigns, user segmentation. This is not suitable for general machine learning tasks and non-recommendation use cases. So key differentiators and when to choose. Real-time personalization, specialized recommendation recipes, and built for product, content recommendations, and user segmentation. Next service, Amazon Forecast. So primary use cases are demand forecasting for retail supply chain, resource planning, and financial forecasting. This is not suitable for non-time series data, real-time anomaly detection. So when to choose and key differentiators are AutoML for time series, automatically finds best algorithms for forecasting, can incorporate related data like weather and holidays. Next service, Amazon Textract. So primary use cases are document data extraction from forms, tables, optimal OCR, optical character recognition, invoices, receipt, and ID processing. This is not suitable for analyzing text meaning. For that, use Comprehend because it has text understanding and text, so it can figure out what is the text means in a conversation or in when it reads from the text, like a text body of a text. This is not suitable for image analysis beyond text/layout. So basically, if it is there as part of OCR, it can actually extract that text. So key differentiators and when to choose. So beyond OCR, it extracts structured data like key value pairs and tables from forms and all, and text from documents. It includes specialized APIs. Next service, Amazon Augmented AI, A2I. So primary use cases are adding human review to machine learning predictions like content moderation and data extraction. It is not suitable for standalone machine learning tasks or training ML models. So key differentiators and when to choose. When there is a human in the loop requirement is there. It integrates human judgment into machine learning workflows. It supports public, private, and vendor workforces. Next service, Amazon Code Guru. So primary use cases are code vulnerability detection, secrets detection, and application performance optimization. It is not suitable for DST security and runtime analysis like Profiler and other tools. So key differentiators and when to choose. When it is developer and operations focus, ML powered tools for code quality, performance profiling, and detecting operational anomalies. Next service, Amazon Lookout. So primary use cases are automated visual inspection, predictive maintenance, and anomaly detection. But it's not suitable for non-visual anomaly detection. So it's only visual. Non-industrial equipment. So it's more specific to all the industry or the manufacturing sector where actual industrial equipments are used like manufacturing products and devices and all. So key differentiators and when to choose. When specialized anomaly detection is required. For example, targeted services for specific data types, vision, equipment, and matrix. Next service, Amazon Fraud Detector. So primary use cases are online payment fraud, fake account creation, account takeover detection. This is not suitable for non-online fraud types, for example, insurance claim fraud, which is non-online. And key differentiators and when to choose. When you have machine learning plus some rules. So it combines ML models, which is trained on user data plus AWS insights with business rules for fraud detection. Next service, AWS Deep Racer. So primary use cases are hands-on reinforcement learning education platform and ML experimentation. This is not suitable for production reinforcement learning deployments or complex robotics. Key differentiators and when to choose. It's a learning platform, provides an engaging, gamified way to learn reinforcement learning through a physical car and a simulator or league. League also means there's a competition and you can put your car and you can train it and you can participate in competitions. Next service is AWS Deep Learning AMIs, Amazon Machine Images or the containers, Docker containers. So primary use cases are ML research and development, custom model training and deployment, and CI/CD for machine learning. This is not suitable for fully managed ML services, users wanting no infrastructure management because it's more developer oriented. Key differentiators and when to choose. When you want flexibility and control, pre-configured environments with popular frameworks, and it can run on any EC2, ECS, EKS instance. Next service, Amazon Bedrock. Primary use cases are generative AI apps like chat, summarization, content creation, retrieval augmented generation, and function calling. This is not suitable for building foundation models from scratch and tasks which require non-FM foundation ML, foundation model ML models. So key differentiators and when to choose. Foundation model access like Claude, ChatGPT, Anthropic and all. It provides a single API to access various foundation models like Anthropic Claude and from Meta like Llama and all. And Cohere, Amazon also has many models being presented or offered through the Amazon Bedrock. Next service, AWS Health Lake. Primary use cases are storing, analyzing clinical data, healthcare interoperability, and population health analytics. So it is not suitable for non-healthcare data not in FHIR format that requires conversion. So FHIR is actually fast healthcare interoperability resources. So if the data is not in FHIR format, that will require conversion to actually work with this service. And key differentiators and when to choose. When it is healthcare focus. FHIR R4 native data store designed for healthcare data includes integrated medical NLP. So natural language processing. Next service, Amazon Monitron. Primary use cases are condition monitoring, predictive maintenance for industrial machinery. It is not suitable for complex diagnostics requiring diverse sensor types and non-industrial equipment. And key differentiators and when to choose. End-to-end system. So it includes sensors, gateways, and the service for condition monitoring and designed for simple setup. Next service Amazon Q. Primary use cases are AI coding assistance, answering AWS questions, enterprise Q&A, content generation. This is not suitable for general purpose chatbot or public web search. Key differentiators and when to choose. AI assistant when you need. It provides AI assistance integrated into IDEs, AWS console, or a web experience for business. Okay, next last table. So we'll go through all the services once again. The key points, confusion, and some service limitations. So Amazon SageMaker. So key points for certification that we have to remember is end-to-end ML with components like Studio, SageMaker pipelines, training, deployment. It supports built-in algorithms. You can bring your own models, end-to-end ML ops, and AutoML for tabular data. Common exam confusion points. It is often confused with managed AI services. So all other services are managed AI services. Basically, it has its API. You just call the API and use it. So some depending on exam, if the exam says okay, it should be very easy to invoke and use, for example, transcribe, translate, or poly. So you will choose that because this will require some kind of custom development work where those services are not enough and you want to train on your own data, then you will go for SageMaker. Differences between pipe versus file mode, endpoint types, and comparisons with QuickSight ML. So these are the other services which will try to confuse you. And Bedrock is mostly for offering generative AI and foundation models, and AWS Glue Data Brew. Service limitations. This can be complex. It will require ML expertise and needs cost management. Has limitations on specific ML tasks like autopilot and data preparation like Data Wrangler. So this is actually one of the main service or the frontier service, and it offers end-to-end. So example, you want to do some development using PyTorch or TensorFlow, and you want to have custom you want to address custom business requirements develop regression models or XGBoost, logistic regression, or something of that sort, like bit advanced, you will use this. But most of the time, if it is simple requirement and the question is asking not to use any kind of, there is no development or developers are there, then you will go for other services. So this is the key difference between this and all the other service, except one or two, which is like Bedrock and all. I'll come to that. So second, recognition. So key points for certification is image video analysis, APIs for content moderation, face identification, and object detection. Supports custom labels for training custom computer vision models. So common exam confusion points will be, exam will try to confuse with SageMaker, as I talked about, for custom computer vision and Lookout. So Amazon Lookout for vision, which is for specifically for industry or industrial domain. Then service limitations. So pre-trained models may not cover niche objects that needs custom labels, and some resolution and size limits. Custom labels not suitable for faces and text recognition. Next, we have Amazon Comprehend. So key points for certification. It provides natural language processing APIs, NLP APIs for sentiment analysis. Entity recognition. So it can know what is the sentiment, the emotion, the entity which is involved, the topic modeling, and any personally identifiable information detection. You can train custom NLP models also, but you will take this as a base and then you will develop further. So common exam confusion points will be, it will be confused with sometime with textract, which is meaning versus extraction. This is meaning, textract is only extraction. Second service is Kendra, which is search, but this is analysis. Service limitations. So pre-trained models may lack domain specificity. So for that you need custom. Language support varies by feature and custom label limits. Next, we have Amazon Translate. Key points for certification is text document translation API with broad language support, custom terminology, and active custom translation. Common exam confusion points will be confused with transcribe, which is speech to text, and comprehend, which is language detection. So it will comprehend can automatically detect what language is there in the body of a text. Service limitations, machine translation limitations like nuance, creativity, and active custom translation requires parallel data. So these are some limitations for this particular service. Next service is Amazon Transcribe. So key point for the certification is speech to text, both batch and streaming. Speaker diarization, basically it will identify how many speakers are there and it will provide a label like speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3, and then you can go ahead and mark them with the actual person name. Then you have custom vocabulary, call analytics, and medical applications. So common exam confusion points will be, it can be confused with translate for text, and poly, which is text to speech, and Lex is for conversational, which is for building chatbots. Service limitation, Accuracy depends on audio quality. Custom language model CLM requires significant training data, and language support varies for features. Next, we have Amazon Poly. So key points for certification is text to speech API with voice variety. It can have neural as well as generative voices. SSML control. So this is a standard for marking like taking a pause, breathing, or slowing down the voice, or speaking loud and all. So this is XML based SSML language standard. You can have speech marks and you can have brand voice also. So this can be confused with transcribe, which is speech to text. Service limitation. So brand voice requires AWS engagement, partnership, SSML complexity for fine control. Amazon Lex. So key points for certification is to build conversational AI like chatbots, voice. You have intents, slots, utterances, Lambda integration, and channel deployments. So some confusion can be for it's not suitable for complex, non-goal oriented chat or requiring deep reasoning beyond intents and slots. So basically this is some kind of programmable framework where you have intents and slots where customer will ask this and that. So you put those slots and intents, and based on intents, like whether you want to order coffee or not order coffee or which particular coffee. So all these slots and intents will be kind of programmed, and you basically control the end-to-end flow, but there is no human involved. So it is all conversational or through chatbot or through voice. So some limitations on complexity and deep reasoning, because it cannot do that compared to custom SageMaker solutions. So every time it goes bit deeper, like requirement in the question is asking you to develop something custom or deeper, then you will most likely be looking at SageMaker solution where you can have total control. You can provide your enterprise customer data like training data and develop the model how you wish, how the model should respond or operate. Next, Amazon Kendra. So key points for certification is intelligent enterprise search, Q&A over documents, RAG for Gen AI apps, and FAQ matching. This can be confused with OpenSearch and Comprehend. So it is limited to structured and semi-structured documents. Connectors determine data source support. So there are connectors which will connect to your data sources, enterprise data sources, and will fetch and answer your Q&A. Next, Amazon Personalize. So key points for certification is product or content recommendations, personalized marketing campaigns, and user segmentation. Common exam confusion points are it is not suitable for general machine learning tasks or non-recommendation use cases. Some service limitations, it requires specific data schema, CSV, training effort needed for custom solutions, and cost needs management. Next service, Amazon Forecast. Key points for certification, demand forecasting, resource planning, and financial forecasting. Common exam confusion points are it is not suitable for non-time series data, real-time anomaly detection. So for that you will use Lookout for metrics or Kinesis data analytics. Service limitation, it is currently closed to new customers, but existing customers can still use it, and this may show up in exam also. And data requirements are like you need CSV and explainability, like how it will explain the model limitations are there. Next, Amazon Textract. So key points for certification are document data extraction from forms, tables, OCR, invoice, receipt, ID documents, lending document processing. This can be confused with Comprehend. Service limitations are page limits, size limits, and resolution limitations. Accuracy depends on document quality and structure. Next service, Amazon Augmented AI. Key points for certification, adding human review to ML predictions like content moderation and data extraction. Common exam confusion points are not for standalone machine learning tasks or training ML models. Service limitations, requires integration with other ML services, and cost depends on workforce fees because it needs some service as well as humans also, because human in the loop kind of service is there. Next, Amazon Code Guru. So key points for certification are static application security testing, code vulnerability detection, secrets detection, and performance optimization. So exam confusion points can be confused with Amazon Q Developer. Service limitations, limited to supported languages, repository types, basically where you keep your code, supported runtime environments. Next, Amazon Lookout. Key points for certification are visual inspection for manufacturing, predictive maintenance, anomaly detection in time series matrix. Common exam confusion points are differentiating vision, which is through images, and equipment, sensors, and matrix time series. Service limitations. So currently, service closing, vision, and matrix, industrial focus, and require specific data for training. Next service, Amazon Fraud Detector. Key points for certification are online payment fraud, fake account creation, and account takeover detection. So some exam confusion points can be not for non-online fraud types, as I talked about. Example, insurance claim, and that will require again SageMaker model. So every time something heavily customization is required, you will go for SageMaker. Service limitations. It combines ML and rules, requires label event data, and specific model types like OFI, TFI, and ATO. So this is specific to fraud detector terminology. Next, AWS Deep Racer. So key points are this is reinforcement learning education platform. Exam confusion points. It is not for production, RL deployments, or complex robotics deployments. Service limitation. Learning platform focus, simulation environment limitations, and sim to real challenges. So this is very specific to Deep Racer. Next, AWS Deep Learning AMIs and containers. Key points for ML research, development, custom model training deployment, and CI/CD for ML. Common exam confusion points could be it is not fully managed ML services. So basically you will just use this and develop further or customize on top of that. Service limitations. User manages infrastructure and this requires deep environment knowledge. Next, Amazon Bedrock. So key points for certification are it is generative AI apps. So you can develop chat, summarization, content creation, retrieval augmented generation, function calling, model customization, and fine tuning. Common exam confusion points are not for building foundation models from scratch. So basically you take foundation models from, let's say, from Amazon, Anthropic, from Meta, all those things, OpenAI, but you cannot develop directly. You have to take them, so you have to start with some other model and then you will offer them or put retrieval augmented generation, like you can put your own custom data and with foundation models and then you can start answering questions based on that. Task requiring non-FM foundation models. So this is like any task which require it cannot be used. So service limitations are foundation model access, specific models available determined by AWS. So first, those companies have to work with AWS to provide those API or services with Bedrock. And the cost varies by the model and the usage. So it depends very heavily on what model is offered. For example, Anthropic is offering on Claude. So they will decide, okay, how much they charge, and you will go and see in the Bedrock all the models which are available and which one you want to use based on your enterprise requirement. And then you pay some cost to AWS and some hourly cost to the actual through AWS only, but that will go to the provider which is offering that particular model. Next, AWS Health Lake. Key points for certification: storing, analyzing clinical data, and healthcare interoperability. So exam confusion points can be not for non-healthcare. So anything non-healthcare will not use this one. So requires again FHIR R4 format, data format, integration primarily for healthcare. Next, Amazon Monitron. Key points for certification are condition monitoring, predictive maintenance for industrial machinery. Common exam confusion points can be it is not for complex diagnostics, which requires diverse sensor types and non-industrial equipment. Service limitations: end-to-end system including hardware, limited to vibration and temperature data, no ML expertise needed. And last service is Amazon Q. Key points for certification are, as I talked about, AI coding assistance for developer, Q&A, enterprise Q&A over internal data, and content generation. Common exam confusion points are not a general purpose chatbot, not a public web search. And some service limitations are developer focus versus business focus, rack based for businesses, and connectors required for data sources for the businesses. And that's all. Thanks for watching.